Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Thursday, March 26th, 2020. The address we're inspecting today is 1926 16th Avenue, Forest Grove, Oregon, 97116. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior clean out. The equipment being used today is the Vutec self-leveling HD color video inspection camera. This is one of the best cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it should be noted that some H sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We are running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Overall condition of the pipe appears to be in pretty good working condition. We do not see any signs of previous or current blockage or backup. All of the joints, junctions in the pipe, at least that we've seen so far, appear to be glued and watertight. We got a little bit of marginal pitch through that area. You can see we've had a pretty nice strong downhill flow to the water throughout the length of everything we've seen until we get around this corner. So we take this turn and the pipe goes a little bit flat. It doesn't water belly out or anything like that, but it does go a little bit flat through this area. And then it turns, improves, and picks back on up. And then we get back to that nice pitch that we had throughout the length of most everything else. So it looks like there's the potential for another clean out here at about 55 feet. See a little bit of marginal pitch through that area too. Doesn't look like it's causing any issues, but a little bit flat. And again here, so we have a couple areas where we're kind of going back and forth between strong pitch and then a little bit flat. But like I said, we haven't, up until this point, we haven't seen a true water belly yet, but just a little bit flat. So a little bit of marginal pitch in a couple areas. Because of the marginal pitch, we would highly recommend having a sewer scope performed periodically, like every 2 to 3 years, something like that, keeping an eye on things. In the Northwest, with the amount of rainwater that happens, with the amount of pressure and weight on these pipes, there's certainly potential for additional leveling to happen. Here, as we're talking about it, you can see it happening again here. This is the closest to a water belly that we've seen so far. But it does look like it's picking up. So they're just toying with the notion of turning into water bellies, but they haven't. And so again, we'd recommend having a sewer scope performed periodically. And then of course I think you have to go into this realistically knowing that if additional leveling happened or these did worsen and turn into true water bellies, then of course some repair could be required here in the future. Yeah, that's about as close as it gets to a water belly without being one. And again, it's not causing any issues. The water is clear. Everything's moving through there pretty nicely. So again, just more or less something to just keep an eye on, and then be realistic that, you know, if things ever worsened over time, then some repairs could be required there in the future. There's 100 feet. If we come to the end of our cable here, we will have to do a second video from another, hopefully we'll find another exterior clean out. I did see one as we were going. So if we run to the end of our cable, we have another 10 feet or so. We'll just do a second video and include that with the report. We're going to transition here. So this signifies the transition of a couple of things. This transition, it changes pipe sizes, so we're going from 3-inch piping into 4-inch piping. It also signifies the transition of materials, so we're going from 3-inch ABS plastic into a 4-inch 3034 plastic. And it also signifies the transition into city branch piping. So this would be where the private builder's material meets the city branch piping. And again, going from ABS into 3034, and also transitioning pipe sizes, so 3-inch piping into 4-inch piping. And even though we are in city branch piping, technically all of this will be buyer-owner responsibility throughout the entire length. There's 150 feet. And we are right at the end of our cable, and then we drop into the city lateral there. So 163 feet. We have there. So 163 feet to the city lateral. So we started in ABS, we transitioned to 3034, we dropped into the city sewer connection at 163 feet. The overall condition of the pipe does appear to be in working condition and passes inspection. We had a couple of areas where we had strong pitch, and then we went back and forth between this a little bit. So a little bit of marginal pitch in a couple areas, but doesn't appear to be causing any problems. So again, the overall condition of the pipe appears to be in pretty good working condition and passes inspection. We're going to turn off the water. We're going to drain everything out. We're going to look at the pipe one more time in reverse. And we've been extra curious about those areas of marginal pitch with the water off. Does everything just drain nice and smoothly out of them? Then we're feeling pretty good about things. But at this point, I think the recommendation is just keeping an eye on things, having a sewer scope performed periodically, And then if things ever worsen, if they turn into true water bellies, then of course some repairs may be required here in the future. But again, as of right now, snapshot of the property currently today, the pipe appears to be in pretty good working condition and passes inspection.